Hey, what is up everyone? Forever Legacy here. Welcome back to another video. And guys, today we have the 2020 Rebel Army video for you all. I'm super excited to bring this video to you all because of the fact that for the past couple weeks, as you guys know, I've been building up some new vehicles. And of course, with that being said, I was like, you know what would make it even better is actually putting the armies or the rebels on a base plate and actually seeing how many troops I actually have. So this army actually consists of 150 rebels. Now, of course, that is including some of the name characters like from Rebels, Rogue One, and of course the main lineup right there. But even so, that is over 150 minifigures for the Rebel Army, which is quite a lot and a lot more than I was actually expecting to have. Now, of course, the majority is going to be like pilots and Hoth Rebels. Of course, the Hoth Rebels being from that large Hoth mock that I used or I built. But overall, I'm actually really happy about this. I do think I have a few more Rebels kind of just scarcely throughout my collection and just don't have it on hand. Like, I know I have a bunch more Fleet Troopers, just for some reason I cannot find them. But yeah, moving on, we of course do have some Rebellion vehicles right here. We of course have the UCS Millennium Falcon. Now, what I tried to do with this video is I wanted to make sure that all the vehicles were custom and not set related. But of course, being that the Falcon was for one on this table, as well as that, you know, it's such a magnificent ship and it is 2-scale, so I might as well showcase it with all the other 2-scale vehicles. But yeah, we do have the UCS Millennium Falcon. Back there we have 3 of Larry Lars's snow speeders. Of course, I used those in the Battle of Hoth. I actually do have 2 more. They're actually in the hands of my buddy Anthony or Brick Productions, so he currently has the other 2 of them. So I do technically have a total of 5, but I have 3 currently on hand. Of course, moving on right here, we have 2 Jarek X-Wings. These things look fantastic. Again, definitely one of my favorite builds. We have a blue squadron and a red squadron. And of course, we have my most recent build. I have the Rebel A-Wing from Jarek. And honestly, this is actually a really cool vehicle. Like, I actually really think it fits nicely. Now, I want to point out that I could have technically added some other Rebel ships that I have on hand. But again, those would be, well, Lego set official sets. Because I do have a few Y-Wings and I have a couple A-Wings. So I just decided to keep it to the custom or minifig scale vehicles. So moving on from that, we of course do have the minifigure lineup. Up front, we do have the main Skywalker saga, I guess, characters right there. We have Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Lando Calrissian, C-3PO, and R2-D2. Now, of course, I put those at the front because they are, of course, the main characters. Behind them, of course, are all my pilots I have on hand right now. We have Luke in his old, I guess, outfit from the UCS Snowspeeder. We have Luke with his updated helmet. We have Biggs Darklighter in his updated helmet, or the, I guess, new molded one. We have Wedge Antilles, the recent version. I think this is Gold Leader. Can't remember his name. We have Finnet, I think is his name. Jack Porkins in the back. Another version of Gold Leader, kind of the original version. We have the older version of Wedge Antilles, the older version of Biggs Darklighter. Just a standard Hoth pilots, basically just a standard Hoth Snowspeeder pilot, but with blue markings on his helmet. We have Dak from the UCS Snowspeeder. Moving on, we have a lot of Zev Zenekas right here. Again, kind of just one of those generic pilots that a lot of people have because they came in a lot of sets. We have more of the Gold Leader figure, just a bunch of different versions of them. We have, again, another just plain version of the Snowspeeder pilots, just in there with red markings and a gray helmet. Another blue marked Rebel pilot right there. We do have 2 A-Wing pilots. We have the, I guess, most recent one, and of course the original one from the old Lego Star Wars sets. Moving on, we do have the Blue Squadron pilots, I guess you could call them. We have the U-Wing pilot first off. We have the Rebel Y-Wing Blue Squadron pilot. We have Blue Leader, and of course just 3 generic blue pilots that I guess can be used for really anything. Moving back, of course, you do have the whole Hoth Rebels. Again, this was kind of the bulk of the army because of the fact that, you know, I did end up buying a ton of them for the use of the Battle of Hoth. We do have General Recan kind of just leading them in the formation right now. We have some of the older style Hoth Rebels. I do have more, like I said a little bit ago, I do have more Rebels that are just kind of either not fully built or just I have no idea where they are, but I did get a few of those battle packs, so I do have more of those. And like I said, it's I don't have it on hand right now. Moving on, we of course do have that battle pack figure Rebels from the Battlefront set. Quite nice group of figures. I really wish I bought more of that set. Moving on, we of course have the Rogue One Rebel from the those battle packs, and you know, looks really nice, especially if I ever decide to do anything. Just plain Rebels versus Imperial. Moving on, you kind of have the more named characters, I guess. You have Biston and Tahoe. So, definitely some cool figures. We have 3 Endor troopers. Again, I think I have a couple more, just can't find them. We have the Rogue One Squadron lineup. You've got Cassian, Jyn, Bodhi, Baze, and Chirrut, and of course K2SO. I almost forgot on a couple of those names. I don't know why. Moving on, we have the Rebels crew. We have Kanan, Ezra, Sabine, Hera, Rex, Chopper, and of course Gregor and Wolf behind him. And kind of final lineup right here, we have the Rebel Technicians, the, I guess, newest one, and then the oldest one. And then of course some Fleet Troopers. Like I said, I do have more, but for some reason I don't know where they are. And of course we have some Mon Cala troopers like Admiral Akbar, his assistant, and of course Admiral Radis. But yeah, that is of course the Rebel Army. I honestly really like how this thing came out, and I'm happy that I was able to do this. If you guys want to see more Army videos, I guess you could say, I'm planning on doing possibly a updated version of the Clone Army, because of the fact that I definitely have more than I previously had in the last year's video. So if you guys want to see possibly another Clone Army video, or even Imperial, or basically any army related and Lego, so let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, definitely show some love by smashing that like button, as well as if you're new to this channel, definitely subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.